This is the San Diego Sports Junkies, a show for fans, by the fans. With Josh Taylor, Justin Smead, and Jason Eidsmo, we're talking Chargers as sports. It's time to let your voice be heard.
All right, guys, this is Jason here on a Sunday morning, Father's Day, happy Father's Day. This is actually take two. We got some new podcasting equipment here, and we're still trying to use it, and I'm still trying to learn how to use it. And I clicked the wrong button, and I don't know what I did, but I deleted it, and we're going to start over. Once again, happy Father's Day out there. I know you're used to listening to us Wednesday at 7 o'clock. It's Sunday morning. I thought I'd talk a little bit of World Cup soccer with you. I'm sitting here getting ready to watch, Switzerland versus Ecuador. Actually, they just started. And, during regular sports watching, I wouldn't give two shits about either Switzerland or Ecuador. But for some reason, there's some magic in World Cup soccer. The fact that it's every 4 years just gets me excited. I don't usually watch soccer that much. I watch a little bit of MLS, but I don't really watch too much soccer. Certainly not if the USA isn't playing. They play some friendlies, and I'll watch those if I'm home and I got nothing else to do. But just regular old soccer, normally I don't care. But it's like the Olympics. When would I ever watch curling or biathlon or any of that stuff? But for some reason, when it's every 4 years, I get excited and I love to watch it. The problem I have with soccer, and I started watching the games this year, and instantly the first thing that starts to bother me is the way these guys, I don't know if I want to say fake. Well, yeah, the way they fake injuries. I'm not saying they're not getting fouled. I'm not saying they're not getting kicked. If somebody walks up to me and kicks me in the shin, it's going to hurt. I'm not going to grab my shin and roll around on the ground like I was shot. I'm going to, I get it. It hurts. Somebody kicks you, it hurts. Somebody trips you, it sucks. It's a foul. But the way these guys go out of their way to sell these fouls and to sell these like they've been mortally injured is very, very, it turns you off a little bit as a sports fan. I watch lots of other sports. I even watch a little bit of rugby. You see these guys running around the field playing rugby, and they're not wearing any pads. They're banging into each other. You don't see anybody doing this. You see a baseball player, and the guy's up to bat, and he takes a 100-mile-an-hour fastball in the knee or the thigh or the ribs. You can tell it hurts. The guy acts like it hurts. He might even, stop for a second and rub it. He might even go down to a knee. What you don't see is you don't see him grab his leg, flop on the ground, and roll around like he was shot. And it's very, very frustrating for just a sports fan to see stuff like that. And the fact that it's accepted, these other guys out there, it's accepted that that's part of the game. And the reason why I think that that stuff like that is accepted is because the way that soccer is, it is so difficult to score. They need to take every advantage possible. And one of those advantages is, of course, a penalty kick, which is, unbelievably close. And it's so funny when you watch a penalty kick and you see a guy not make it. It's unbelievable because these guys are professionals, and that is so close. You watch the goalie absolutely guess where that ball's being kicked, and sometimes he still can't get to it. That's how close that is. But even just getting a kick to like a set kick, where you get to set your guys up and everything. That's where you're going to have your best. You see the corner kicks and the set kicks. That's where you really have your best chance to score. And so it's to your advantage to get as many of those as possible. But a guy trips you and you go down, it's a penalty anyways. It's a foul anyways. I don't know why you have to just sell it like you've been mortally wounded. like I said, for the once every 4 years fan or the casual fan, and that it is just so frustrating to watch that. And how the people who are diehard, I have a few friends who are real diehard soccer fans, and or football fans as they like to call it, and it doesn't seem to bother them as much as me. So I guess the fact that that's part of the game, maybe. Anyways, nobody asked me, but I'm going to tell you a few things that I think that we could do to fix soccer, to make soccer a little bit more palatable for those of us who can't stand stuff like that. My first thought was if you grab your leg and go down and act like you were shot, then maybe they should drag you off the field and actually shoot you. Shoot you in the leg. Maybe then you'll think twice before you do something like that. Of course, that's never going to happen. But maybe they should treat it a little bit like they do football. If you get fouled and you go down and you don't get right back up, then you have to leave the field for 5 minutes. I mean, if you were hurt that bad, there's no way that you can be up and running 30 seconds later like nothing happened, like you see all these guys doing. And maybe if you had to actually leave the field to play for, 2-5 minutes, something like that, it might make these guys think twice before they start doing that, You get kicked, like I said before, somebody kicks you in the leg, somebody knees you, somebody steps on you, it hurts. I don't doubt that it hurt, Somebody bumps into you, I'm sure it hurts a little bit, but the way they grab their ribs, or it's just disgusting. So maybe make them leave the field for a little while and get treated. If you're hurt that bad, you should get some treatment. You shouldn't be allowed to be running around out there. I had a couple of other ideas that maybe that you could do to make the game. Maybe the fact that it's so difficult to score is the reason why these guys are doing that. Maybe you could. Of course, they're not going to, but maybe they could change a couple of the rules. Maybe relax the offsides rules a little bit. Maybe adopt something like what hockey does. Maybe after a certain point on the field, once the ball has crossed that line, there's no more offsides. That way you're a little bit more free to move, and you don't have to worry about defenders trying to draw you offsides and stuff. You can just worry about scoring, Another idea I had maybe is to limit the amount of defenders that are allowed to go so far back, because you watch soccer and you have, 4 or 5 guys trying to score a goal against, 8 guys that are back, and that's some tough odds. So, just a few things to make it more enjoyable, to make these guys seem like less pussies, because these guys are in great shape. I'm sure they're all tough guys, and how a tough athlete can get his knee bumped and roll around on the ground like a fucking pussy, and that's acceptable with his peers. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Anyways, that's my thoughts on soccer. I just wanted to share those before I watch, although I'm 18 minutes into the game now, still no score. There's such a surprise. But I'll be watching soccer all day on Father's Day. Once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We appreciate everybody out there who listens. Please join us Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. We would love to have you participate in our show when we're all there. You can go to SanDiegoSportsJunkies.com. We can be found on Spreaker. We can be found on iTunes. And look forward to seeing you and talking to you guys. This is Jason once again for San Diego Sports Junkies, and I want everybody out there to take care.
Thank you for following the San Diego Sports Junkies, a show for fans by the fans. With Josh Taylor, Justin Smeed, and Jason Eitzmo. We want you to subscribe to us on iTunes, follow us on Spreaker, and like us on Facebook. Also visit our website, SanDiegoSportsJunkies.com. This is brought to you by SK Digital Imaging and SDforlife.net. San Diego Sports Junkies, a show for fans by the fans.